What's going on, all my toy collectors and superpower friends out there? You know who it is. It's your boy Ox, and welcome to the Cave of Wonders. Now, today we're going to be taking a look at a brand new wave of DC superpower figures by McFarlane Toys. This set right here was part of a Kickstarter that went live last year, so I just got these in the mail yesterday. This set, you were able to buy the different figures or different vehicles. I ordered all of them. So today we're going to be taking a look at Batman's Multicraft vehicle, Aquaman, Dick Grayson as Robin, Batman in his classic late 70s, early 80s suit, Black Manta with retro style color, just like back in the 80s Superpower TV show, and also Black Manta's Sea Saucer vehicle. Now, like I said, these were part of a Kickstarter that if you didn't order into them, you weren't basically able to get them. But McFarlane did just recently release these on Amazon, some of them on his McFarlane Toy Store and possibly on Big Bad Toy Store as well. I'll leave some links in the description below, okay? Let's go ahead and get into this review. Now, first up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Aquaman. Taking a look at the front of the box, you guys can see it says DC, Superpowers right there. Aquaman's logo, you can see Aquaman right here, McFarlane Toys. Clear package window showing you the figure and the accessory that he comes with, which ends up being his trident. Now, nothing new about this Aquaman figure that he hasn't already done on the other two that he released in this line. They're basically the exact same figure besides the fact that he has black trunks, and I think maybe his boots are painted black right here. Other than that, it's the exact same looking figure. I would have liked it if he came out with an Aquaman with short hair like he had in the 80s TV show. I don't know why he just basically keeps giving us the same Aquaman figure with long hair, but who knows, that might be something he has like a contract with DC or something to only give Aquaman long hair. I'm not really for sure. I've already measured the box up for you guys, measured out to 7 inches long by 9.5 inches tall by 2 inches in depth, okay? Taking a look at the box, a little read up on Arthur Curry in case you guys need it. A checklist of all the figures. Like I said, we're going to be looking at these four right here, and these are the vehicles we're going to be taking a look at. Barcode in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack Aquaman out of the box. And here's Aquaman out of the box. You guys can see it comes with this little trident right here. Nothing new with the trident, the exact same as all the other tridents that came with the Aquaman figures in the Superpowers line. So nothing new there. The figure stands 5 inches tall. Taking a look at him up close, like I said, he's going to be same mold, basically same paint scheme as all the other Aquamans. There might be a little like a lighter orange compared to some of the other ones. Might have a darker orange or something, or like painted, like the painted little undies right here and something. But other than that, you know, good looking Aquaman figure. I would have really liked it if he had short hair, just to give us a different style of Aquaman over the years. If you give us so many different Batmans and different suits, it'd be nice if you at least gave us an Aquaman with different head sculpts. Because a lot of people who watch the Superpower, who grew up off the Superpower show, know that he had short hair, or read the comics back in the day, know that he had short hair. So it'd be nice if they gave us a figure with a clean shaved face, and and like I said, the short gold hair rather than the long gold hair. Other than that, all the same articulation as all these other superpower figures have. Legs come up, they do bend at the knees. They don't, rotate at the hands or move at the feet or anything like that. It does have peg holes in the bottom. Now, real quick, let's go ahead and take a look at the first Aquaman. I think this is the first Aquaman that they released right here. Let's see if they did anything better, which they did in the face. You guys can see the paint right there. His eyes are a little bit smaller. His eyebrows are brown, but same sculpting for the most part. Trying to look at the nose real quick and see, yeah, it's the same. This orange is obviously a lot more brighter. This one's a little more duller. Same with the green on him. He doesn't have any black draws right there or anything like that. And his boots aren't painted; they're own separate. They're just completely all green. Now, there was another Aquaman figure that he released just recently. I think it's this one right here. I didn't get that figure, but it's just more of a shiny metallic orange in his chest right there. That's it. That's the only difference. And then like the green is a lot darker. So if you want a more realistic, looking Aquaman, that's, like I said, the same mold and everything, same face, same hair. It's just the paint is a lot more metallic and a lot more darker in the green. But other than that, that's Aquaman. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And coming in next, we have Dick Grayson as Robin right here. This is actually pretty cool because this is the first time we got Dick Grayson in his classic Robin suit right here. We already got some of the other people who played Robin in their suit, so it's pretty cool to get this one right here. Now, all the same dimensions on the packaging. You guys can see Robin right here. It says Robin the Boy Wonder. He doesn't come with any kind of accessories, but he does come with that with the cape that has yellow on the back and black on the front. So that's pretty cool right there. Taking a look at the box, a little bit of read up on Dick Grayson right there. the checklist that you see on all these other figures we're going to be looking at. Same as the vehicles. Barcode in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack him out of the box. And here we have Robin out of the box. Like I said, he doesn't come with any kind of weapons or accessories. I measured him out. He measured out to 4 3/8. So as you guys remember, Aquaman we just looked at measured out to 5 inches. So he's going to be on the shorter side, which isn't a problem. Robin was always shorter, you know what I mean? Because he's, you know, the boy wonder. But taking a look at him up close, I love the fact that we have this black cape on the inside, finally yellow on the outside, black on the inside. I think that's a pretty cool touch. That was only one of the reasons why I even bought this figure in the Kickstarter, because I was like, I just really need that cape. And for $10, I mean, I paid someone on eBay to make this cape for me or something, and it would probably, you know, cost more than that maybe just to make the cape. So I'm really happy that they ended up making a Dick Grayson figure finally, you know, in his classic Robin suit. Because if you guys remember, they did make a Dick Grayson, but this one right here looks more like a comic book, like a newer '90s comic book, or even like how he he looked in the Batman Forever movie, kind of like his little costume right there, kind of how that ended up looking, or maybe even like the Batman animated series, I guess I would say. But basically the same figure, just painted differently. You guys can see the more of the retro R right there for Robin compared to that one right there. You know, this is like all gold. This is black with the yellow, and obviously he doesn't have any pants on, and the green is a lot brighter and stuff. But yeah, same figure basically, just different paint. And like I said, the yellow cape, the black on the inside, just a really cool touch. And up next, we got Batman right here. Taking a look at the front of the box, you can see him right there. Batman logo as well. McFarlane Toys, same dimensions on the box. Clear package window showing you the figure that's inside. He doesn't come with any kind of accessories. I would think that this is Batman from, I'd say, the late 70s, early 80s, because I'm used to them comics where he had like a gray suit and a dark blue cape and cowl and draws and everything. All right. On the back, little read up on Batman. Checklist you guys have already seen. Vehicles right there we'll be looking at next. And then barcode right there in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack him out of the box. And here's Batman out of the box. No weapons or accessories or anything like that. I've already measured him out for you guys. He measured out to 4 7/8. So not quite 5 inches like the Aquaman we looked at first, who you can see is just a little bit taller than Batman right there. Now, he does come with the removable cape, just like Robin. I think I forgot to mention that. Robin did come with a removable cape as well. And another cool thing, just like Robin, is he does have black on the inside and then that dark, almost like navy blue on the outside. So I love the way that looks. I liking the two-tone capes. I think that's really cool, a really awesome touch. Plus, it makes the capes a lot more, seems like a little more heavier, and they don't end up curling up right here. But taking a look at him up close, like I said, I'm not really sure. I would say that this is his late 70s, early 80s suit right here. It's not quite as light gray or whatever, and the blue isn't as light either. It's more that darker blue. And I love the fact that they even gave him like that black paint right on his face right there, on his cowl. I love the way that looks right there. All the same articulation as your typical superpower figures. Head does rotate, arms do come up, they don't bend at the elbows. Legs do come up, they do bend at the knees, but nowhere else. You're not going to get any kind of thigh swivel or toe articulation or anything like that. But like I said, he does have a removable cape if you guys want to. He does have peg holes in case you guys want to get some stands for him. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this Batman next to some of the other superpower Batmans. And then we have this one right here, which I would say is my classic Super Powers 80s TV show Batman right here. This one right here, I would say is like maybe, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s right here, if I remember. Because I remember Batman when I was in the 90s, mostly having like a gray suit with a black cape and everything like that, and black cowl and everything like that. So I say this is maybe mid 80s and then before, or whatever, where he had the blue cowl and everything like that, and blue gauntlets and stuff, and blue underwear and everything. But yeah, basically all the same figure. You know, these superpower figures are them. A lot of them are just the same figure, just different painted emblems or different painted cowls or gloves and stuff like that, and different capes. But you see what I was saying about how this cape looks a little more heavier, to where it's not curling up compared to this one right here, and this one as well, where they're kind of curling up. And I keep these ones behind a glass case, so they're not getting any dust or anything on them. But you can see how they're kind of curling up. But maybe we'll give it time and see if this ends up curling up, and I'll try and take a look back and see if these end up curling up right here at the bottom. This cape compared to these ones, because these capes are a little bit thinner compared to this one. Maybe because it's that two-tone, has two different fabrics or whatever. Not for sure, but yeah, just wanted to show all these three of these together. Let's move on to the vehicles, or Black Manta real quick. And last figure in the wave is Black Manta in his retro style colored suit right here. I really like this figure. I know they already released two Black Mantas in this line. One of them is just all black. Another one is like really light blue, if I remember. I wasn't able to get that light blue figure that was first released. I ended up getting the second version of Manta. So I'm really happy to end up getting this one right here because I love these like classic retro style colors right here. Same dimensions on the packaging. Black Manta right there. Name of the character we're going to be looking at up top. Little read up on him in case you guys don't know who he is. A checklist right there. Vehicles we'll be looking at. Barcode in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack him out of the box. And here's Black Manta out of the box. You guys can see he doesn't come with any kind of weapons or accessories. Doesn't have a hole in his hand, so you guys can't fit any kind of tridents or nothing like that in his hand from other figures. I've already measured him out for you guys. He actually measured out to 5 inches tall, but that's up here at the top of these little things. So he's going to measure out to about 4.5 at the top of his head. It's just these little tubes right here end up being longer, but you are still going to need that dimension because they don't push down unless you want to break the plastic, okay? Now he's going to have same 7 points of articulation. Head does rotate. It's not going to be able to go all the way around because of these little tubes right here in the top of his head. Arms do come up. Legs do come up. They do bend at the knee. No other articulation that you guys need to know about. Now, this is the third Black Manta figure that they have released in the Super Powers line. They released another one, which is extremely hard to find, which is that one right there, number 11. In his suit, basically looks like this. It's like that really dark plum purple right there. So he's going to be all just like that. And then his head mask right there is going to end up being gray, as you guys can see right there. But then they ended up releasing this one too right after that. He was a lot easier to find. I love this one. This is more of how he looks right now in the comics and everything, all black, you know, silver mask and everything like that. But, you know, if you want something to go with the style of your superpower figures, I definitely would use this one right here, would display this one. That's the only reason why I even bought this figure, because I don't really like having a whole bunch of the same figure too many times, unless it's like what is it? It's like, you know, nostalgic for like a certain period in time, which I guess him having a black suit right now is nostalgic because he does, compared to this one right here. But I do love the way this thing looks. Now, my major issue is, like I said, he doesn't have a hole in his hand. You can't put any kind of accessories in his hand. But for, you know, $10, it doesn't have a whole lot of articulation. Yeah, it's a 5-inch figure, but right here you have a Spin Master figure, and I think this figure was like $7 or something. He came with a trident. He has numerous different points of articulation. You guys can see the bend right here. They swivel at the thigh. Legs do come up. They do rotate at the arms. They do bend at the elbows and everything. And like I said, he does come with a trident. So it'd been nice if you know, just like Aquaman came with a trident. If this figure right here was able to come with some kind of weapon, a knife or something, because you can't sit there and tell me, oh, I'm trying to keep the price down at only $10, you know, but it ain't like it ain't like you can't, because if Spin Master can throw in all this different detail and everything, and yeah, the figure's a 4-inch figure, a little bit shorter than this one, you guys could still throw in some accessories, because I think there was even a Black Manta figure that Spin Master did that not from the Aquaman movie, but just a regular Black Manta figure, and he came with like 3 different accessories. So there's no reason why this figure right here couldn't have came with an accessory. So that's my only complaint. Other than that, I love the way he looks. Let's go ahead and move on to the vehicles, all right? Now here we have the first vehicle we're going to be looking at, which is the Sea Saucer, Black Manta's mobile headquarters. You guys can see it says DC Super Powers right there. Name of the vehicle we're going to be looking at up top, McFarlane Toys. A really cool drawn art image of the Sea Saucer right there before we open it up and take it out of the box, ages 12 and up. I've already measured the box up for you guys. It measured out to 9 inches long by 6 inches tall by 4 inches in depth, okay? So that's how much space you're going to need if you're going to be displaying this in the box. Taking a look at the side right there, same as the front of the box, right here. Other side. Now, taking a look at the back of the box, it just gives you a little bit of information of what this vehicle is able to do. You guys can press a button and open the canopy. It has 2 shark torpedoes. Now, I'm not sure if those are projectiles or just missiles that basically just fall out of the bottom of the Sea Saucer. It has a working spinning propeller, and it can hold one figure right there, okay? There's the back of the bottom of the box in case you guys need it. Just gives you directions on how to put this thing together. Barcode in case you guys need it. Let's go ahead and crack the sea saucer out of the box. And here's the sea saucer all out of the box. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like when you pull the whole thing out. It does have this little piece right here that does have two little holes in it to fit the front of the sea saucer in. And then this right here is where you end up putting the wings and everything like that at. The only reason I like to show these like slip cover boxes or whatever, or these box inserts, is just so you guys know what to look for in case you guys ever buy a toy that says it's new in the box, and then you guys open it and it just comes with just this, and you're like, well, where's the cardboard inserts that are supposed to hold the vehicle in place? Just because, who knows, 20 years down the road, this thing could be worth crazy amounts of money or something, just like them old Kenner vehicles and stuff like that. And a lot of people don't know what's supposed to come inside those boxes. If something says it's brand new and it doesn't come with these cardboard inserts, at least you guys know that, hey, this vehicle has been opened. So that's the only reason why I let you guys know. So it comes with two cardboard inserts, okay, that will go inside the box, and this is how it's supposed to hold in there, just like that. And then this extra accessories go in there. All right, so keep that in mind in case you guys buy this in 20 years or something from now. All right, now here's everything that it ends up coming with. You guys can see it comes with the main house of the vehicle, has two missiles in the bottom of it, these little shark missiles. They were already inserted in there. And then has two side fins and then one top fin right up at the top. Okay, let's go ahead and put this thing together real quick. You guys know obviously that the propellers are going to go in the back, and then the fins are going to kind of point up like that, so you'll know that the yellow goes in the front right here. Now, if you guys were to mistakenly grab the wrong end, for example, this is the propeller, this is the front of the vehicle, it's not going to end up fitting in there. No matter how much you push it, it's not going to end up going in there properly. So you'll see it ends up going like this, okay? You guys just slide those in there, slides in just like that. Grab the right side, and then it slides in there just like it's supposed to slide in there. There we go. Yep. Slides in there just like that. And then this is the back fin right here. And as you guys can see, it has two little things right there that slide into these little inserts right here, these little openings. You just slide those in there. You're not going to hear any kind of click or nothing like that, which is good, because if you guys want to end up popping this off and then, putting this thing back in the box, let's say you don't feel like displaying this anymore in the future or something like that, you guys can pop these things off and then just slide it right back in the box, okay? But other than that, that right there is a sea saucer. This is how it looks. These fins right here on the side, they don't end up bending up or bending down, or like wings or nothing like that. They don't end up flapping or nothing like that. But yeah, this right here is how it looks. Let's go ahead and measure it out real quick while we have it out like this. I'm going to raise my camera real quick so you guys can get a better aerial shot of this thing. There you go. Let's measure it out for you real fast. I'd say it's about 11 inches. Yep. From the front right here to right here, it's 11 inches. And then from the sides, I'd say it's 9.5. Yep, 9.5 with these little side fins right here. All right. Now, it does have a few little action features. Let's quickly go over that. It does have two propellers. Now, these don't rotate. There's no wheels on the bottom. So if you're rolling this across the ground or nothing, don't expect these little propellers to end up moving or anything. There's no kind of little fire or nothing like that shoots out of there. But it does have a button right here. So if you push this little antenna, this thing ends up popping open. The canopy ends up popping open. And as you guys can see, this isn't a see-through canopy. Which I would have liked it to be a see-through canopy personally. Maybe some people are like, no, because he could see right through here. But I mean, because he's supposed to be able to see through here, but he doesn't. So maybe have something to where he could see. But, I'm not really sure why they ended up doing that, because I would have liked some kind of clear translucent plastic so you could see into the vehicle personally. But then this right here is how it looks on the inside. See if I can zoom in on that. And it's kind of funny because, hold on, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's Aquaman on a vehicle. So this sticker, which you don't have to put any stickers on it, it already comes, the stickers already placed. You guys can see Aquaman right there on his little like ski-doo or whatever. And then you guys can see his really cool steering wheel, which doesn't rotate side to side or nothing like that. And then it has a bunch of little buttons on the inside of the inside of the dashboard or whatever. Okay, no seat belts or nothing, but it does have a spot right there where you guys can put Manta. So let's go ahead and slide him in there real quick. And you guys see he does have plenty of room, especially with the little cords on the back of his head right there. He does have plenty of room to sit down. And he'll probably end up sliding down a little bit further just so his head goes all the way down. And then you guys can push that canopy right down like that. Now, just for a tip of advice, just because the bat wing, the orange canopy that popped up kept breaking, I always put my hand right here when I push the button. That way it doesn't fly up, smack, and then break right here, and the spring ends up popping out like it did on that bat wing, okay? If anybody knows that was a huge issue, a huge flaw with that bat wing or whatever. But yep, other than that, the only other action feature that we have is right at the bottom. You have 2 shark missiles right here. And like I said, they're not going to shoot out. There's no spring or nothing like that. But if you press this, it will work that mechanism. See the mechanism on both sides. You guys can see that? So if you push this in, those little shark missiles are going to end up dropping just like that. Well, hopefully. Yep. They'll end up dropping out. And this right here is how the missiles look. They're kind of hollow on the inside. And they just look like little shark missiles. All right. And like I said, those just slide right into the bottom. Just like that. Yep. But, you know, they're not going to shoot out like a spring or nothing. It's just press the button and then they're going to fall. It'd have been nice, I'm not going to lie to you, if he would have put, you know, the missiles right in here, some springs that shot out and shot these missiles out, because I really do love projectile missiles on vehicles. That's just something I grew up with, and it's something I expect, especially now in 2025, I expect, you know, rocket-propelled, you know, projectiles to shoot out of my vehicles. But then again, I think this vehicle is going to retail on Amazon or something for like 20 bucks or something. So maybe he just tried to keep it at the cheapest price he could. But, you know, personally, like I said, that's something I would like. But, you know, I'm just happy to get a villain vehicle in this Super Powers line. But yep, other than that, like I said, there's the figure. Fits in there just fine. Let's go ahead and, before I move on to the next one, let's go ahead and do a quick little comparison of this vehicle with another vehicle, which isn't a DC vehicle at all. It's actually a G.I. Joe vehicle, but it's something that I use for my Black Manta figure right here. I actually use it for him. And I'm going to show you guys a little quick comparison of that vehicle next to this one. But like I said, it's not a DC vehicle, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, all right? And here's the other vehicle that I use as one of Black Manta's vehicles. Like I said, this is a G.I. Joe vehicle right here, but I use it personally because I didn't have any other Black Manta vehicles. And like I said, they are almost about the same size. You guys could see as far as the Super Powers one, it is just a tad bit longer, both in length and then width right here compared to this one. You know, it is a little bit bigger, but still, the superpower figures aren't going to fit inside this one right here, but the Spin Master 4-inch figures, they end up fitting in here just fine. And I just wanted to show you guys right there. That's a Spin Master. Either the one from the 2-pack with Aquaman, if you guys collected the Spin Master figures, or the single release, or even the one from the Aquaman 2 movie or whatever. This is the Spin Master 4-inch figure that fits in there just fine, just like that. Now, the only reason I'm doing a comparison is just because it is a fair comparison to say, if this vehicle right here is $20, and back in the day, this vehicle right here, I think was like $20 or maybe even $15.99 or something. I just wanted to show you guys just how cool toys, you know, were done before like inflation went insanely crazy and stuff like that. But like I said, this is a G.I. Joe vehicle. And like I said, this one right here does have missiles that just fall out the bottom compared to this one right here, that if you pull this out, it does have 2 shooting projectile missiles, you know, that end up shooting out. It actually came with 4 missiles, but it only has 2, you know, 2 spots or whatever to hold the missiles. And then it has this little claw right here. If you push this button, you can end up, you know, grabbing a figure or whatever and holding him in case you guys want to and float around. It does have little propellers right here that do move up top. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out to you guys just because, like I said, not dissing on this Superpowers sea saucer right here. I just wanted to show you guys just how, you know, cool something can be done, you know, for you know, obviously, like I said, I think this was like $15 or $20 back in the day in the earlier 2000s. And obviously, we are in 2025 where everything costs a lot more money. And I'm really happy to have this vehicle, and it's made to stay in scale and paint scheme and kind of the quirky little things that you get from most of the superpower vehicles and stuff like that and figures. But, and obviously this is G.I. Joe, not DC. But I just wanted to show you guys a quick little comparison in case you guys wanted to go out there and find something for maybe your Spin Master figures right there. This thing is a really awesome figure for your Black Manta figure. That's what I use this one for my Spin Master, okay? But I just wanted to do that little comparison for you guys because I didn't have any other Black Manta vehicles for you guys. But let's go ahead and move on to that last vehicle, all right? Now, last vehicle in this wave we're going to be looking at is the Bat Multicraft. This is Batman's multi-terrain vehicle right here. It says DC Superpowers right there. McFarlane Toys, ages 12 and up. Classic superpower colors. And then you guys can see a really cool drawn image of this multi-craft vehicle right there. Now, I've already measured it out for you guys. It measured out to 14 inches long by 6.5 inches tall by 4 inches in depth, okay? So keep that in mind if you're going to be displaying this in the box. This right here is the top of the box in case you guys need to see it. Sides of the box are both going to be the same. Back of the box is just going to give you a little glimpse of what action features you're going to expect from this vehicle. So, for example, it's going to be able to sit two figures. You can press a button and then it's going to activate the little rockets right here, and then the canopy opens. Now, this makes me really nervous because if you guys remember the Batwing that they released for this line, the canopy broke. I returned it to the store, got a new one. It broke again. I was like, I'm just going to try ordering off Amazon. So I ordered off Amazon. It broke again. And I was like, this thing just always keeps on breaking. I've tried everything to try to prevent it from breaking, and it just always breaks. So hopefully they were able to fix that that issue right there in it, and it's not something that's going to end up happening with this toy. Bottom of the box right here, you can see directions on how to put this thing together. Barcode in case you guys need it right there. Let's go ahead and crack this baby out of the box. And here's that Bat Multicraft vehicle out of the box. Like I said, I do like to show you guys the little inserts right here. You have this one, which goes right on the back right there, and then where the basically the rockets are in the back, they just go right there around here, okay? And then you guys got the front, just a hole right there, and it slides in the into the box sideways like this, okay? And then it has these little pieces that are inside this little plastic right there. Like I said, I only do this just in case in the future, when you guys buy this, you guys know if it's brand new or not and what's supposed to come in that box, okay? So just two inserts and then individual little plastic piece right here with extra pieces in there, all right? Let's go ahead and pull this all out the plastic. So out of the box, you got the main housing right here. You got the two side wings or whatever that are going to clip on the side. You're going to have the top fin that goes up to the top right there. And then this piece is going to hook right on here just like that. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Take this. You guys can see the top piece right there. It's going to end up sliding in there just like this. Ooh, let's get that right. There we go. Now, you guys can also remove that if you guys want to. Just gotta have to pull it and be careful. But if you guys want to take this off, you guys can take it off of there, okay? And then you guys can see right here, it has these little notches. And those notches are going to hook on to the top of here, just like that, all right? So just like this. And then just push them down, and they will click into place. There you go. Just like that. And then, like I said, you guys do have two side wings just like that. Now, the bigger side right here, see how it droops down? This is going to be the back. This is going to be the front. So you're going to get this side right here, and they're going to clip on there just like that. Yep. And then this side is going to hook onto here. Not hard to get in there, and then it's going to sit up there just like this. Let's go ahead and adjust my camera real quick. There you go. Yep, just like that. And that's how it's supposed to look. This thing looks really awesome. I love the way this thing looks. You know what's so cool about this is that there's not a lot of other Batman vehicles over the decades that are like this, that look like this. The only thing I could think of is the Bat ski boat from Batman Returns with Michael Keaton. That one kind of has the same similar aesthetics as this right here, but But yeah, this thing just looks really cool. Let's go ahead and measure it out for you guys real fast, just because I like everybody to know how long something is for displaying purposes. It measured out to 15 inches long from the back of the fin to the front of the nose. And then the longest part right here is about, I say 8 inches. Yep, 8 inches from here to here. And then with the top of that fin, top of the fin, I'd say maybe 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches tall, with the tallest part being this fin right here. And yeah, this thing looks really cool, man. Let's go ahead and take a look at it up close. Now, it doesn't have any kind of rockets, no kind of projectors, projectile missiles or nothing, which would have been really cool, man. You could have just put something right in here. I understand he's trying to keep the same, keep the price point low and keep it in the same realm as the Super Powers line. But man, it would be just been really awesome for some kind of little rockets or something right up here, man. Maybe customizers can do that if they want. But the extra features that we have are, there's a little button right here, which you guys probably can't see. It's this big piece right here. Now, like I said, I always hold in my hand right here. But if you push that, the canopy ends up popping open, and you guys can see that it does hold 2 figures, which we'll throw in there in a second. Taking a look, you guys have a little Batman steering wheel right there, which doesn't move at all, but it's a little steering wheel. And then the sticker's already placed on there, and you guys can see what the dashboard looks like and everything. And then let's go ahead and throw the figures in there real quick, just because these are the ones that came with the main line. I'm going to go ahead and throw Batman in the front right here. And let's throw Robin in there. Sits in there just fine, just like that. No seat belts or nothing, but that right there is how they sit in there. Plenty of room. You guys can see Batman's the ears of his cowl aren't touching the top of that or anything like that. And you guys can see in there, which I really would have liked that if they would have did that with the sea saucer, because you want to see your you want to see him in there. Even if they would have just did it yellow, that way it didn't look like one of Batman's vehicles. If they would have did it yellow, or did this yellow or something like clear yellow, that would have been really awesome in my opinion. Or at least maybe even put a sticker right there and showed like Black Manta in there or something. But I would have really liked that. But as you guys can see, they are 2 different color blues. This one's more of a really light blue, and this one's more of like a darker royal blue. Okay. Only reason I point that out, so because some people might look at this and be like, why does it look like Batman's vehicle, But yeah, other than that, there's only one other action feature, and you guys can see these little these little jet boosters or whatever that pop out. If you guys push those in, they end up clicking, and then if you push this down, they end up popping out just like that. And you guys can see this little mechanism right here. That little mechanism is what basically pushes them out. So if you guys just push this fin down, they'll end up shooting out just like that. Okay. Now, like I said, if you could have put those springs in there, which this is really cool. I'm not gonna lie to you. How the orange fire shoots out of there, and then it looks like it's sailing across the water or something. I think that is really a really cool touch. It's just, God, I really like missiles to be shooting out of my vehicles personally. That's just what I like. But yeah, man, looks awesome. Like I said, doesn't have any kind of wheels or nothing like that on the bottom. So it's supposed to be like a multi-terrain vehicle. So I'm gonna guess maybe it can, shoot across the water and skid across the water like a boat. And then if it gets up on land, it can, slide across the grass or something, and maybe take off and then fly in the air. Who knows? But like I said, no wheels or nothing, so it's not gonna be able to roll across anything, but it can slide across, no issues right there. All right. But yeah, pretty cool looking vehicle. Let me go ahead and show you guys what it looks like next to that Bat ski boat from Batman Returns, and you guys can do a quick little comparison of that. Like I said, 2 different eras in time. That vehicle came out in like 1992, and this one comes out in 2025. But I'm just going to show you guys what they look like next to each other real quick. All right. And here they are, both right next to each other. Like I said, 2 different eras in time. This is 1992. This is 2025. And obviously, this is based off of a movie, so it's going to have a little more detail compared to a vehicle from a cartoon line. Well, a vehicle that wasn't even in the cartoon line, something they just made up. But as you guys can see, this thing had 2 different projectors right here that end up missile projectiles that end up shooting out. Like I said, this one doesn't, but it does have that really cool feature you know, where the flame ends up popping out. You know, this one just had that little exhaust right there, but it did have little skis that, you know, can sliding in, and you know, you can you know, tuck those in if you guys want. And if you guys remember from the movie, you know, Batman was chasing the Penguin down through the sewers with this thing right here, and it ends up only fitting one figure in there compared to this new one right here that ends up fitting two. But for the most part, almost the same, basically the same dimensions. You know, they're both the same in length or whatever. This one is just a little bit longer with the wingspan and everything like that. So, but yeah, you know, I just wanted to show you guys these two right next to each other so you guys can get a look at how they look, because they're both kind of the same, you know, the same style of vehicle. All right. And here's all the figures and vehicles that we just did a review on. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Remember, like I said, I did order these through a Kickstarter last year and it just came in the mail, but I'm going to try and find the different links and I'll leave them down in the description below, because these are available for people who missed out on a Kickstarter and people who want to buy it. I know that there's people on social media who said that they've been upset because they're like, oh, why did I even buy into the Kickstarter if these were going to be available to everybody? And at the end of the day, I can understand that. You know, you paid for something, but at least you know you got it. You know, you don't have to go hunting through stores for it and everything like that. You didn't pay a whole bunch of extra money to have it. You know, you might even got it for cheaper than what people are going to get it in stores for. So, because I know I did with the bundle that I got right here. I think this was like 75 or $80 or something. And like I said, that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So I feel like I got a good deal on it, but I can understand how people feel upset about it. But, you know, I'm a toy collector. I like other people um, who collect toys. I want them to be able to find these figures. I want them to find these vehicles. I want them to complete their collection. I want kids to be able to have really cool toys like this, you know, to find them on shelves. Even if they're not collectors, they're just kids grabbing them to bash them around and play with them. You know, it just creates future collectors. So I'm really excited about these toys, and I'm really happy if everybody's able to find them and add them to their collection. All right. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Until next time, stay cool.